Sí, para Chichicas de TV estamos siempre aquí en vivo en el parque donde se está realizando la presentación del candidato de aquí de la montaña de la sección 14 para que sea representante en la alcaldía. Hello, hello. Nice to see you. Para que sea representante de la alcaldía de la ciudad de Hamilton y que pueda representar a la comunidad latinoamericana y canadiense que radica en esta zona que abarca Upper Paradise y parte de Moja, parte de Concession. Así que ustedes pudieron escuchar en la primera entrevista a este compañero Koyo que se va a reelegir. Las elecciones serán en el próximo octubre. Así que un saludo para todos ustedes. Estaremos en vivo transmitiendo aquí desde la montaña de la ciudad de Hamilton.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. All right.
I like the bowl maker. Used to have one. Remember? A Stitch bubble maker? No, it wasn't a bubble maker.
Good evening, everybody. How's it going? Good evening, everybody. How's it going? Sorry. Give it a couple seconds, let everybody pre-congregate, getting ready to start this amazing evening ahead of us. Really grateful for the opportunity to have you all here today. Can you hear me now? Great. Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Dante Hillen. I'm a grade 12 student at Sherwood Secondary School. I'm a proud Ward 8 resident, and I'm here. I'm going to be an MC tonight. Really honored to have the chance to speak on behalf and bring greetings to Koyo and his official campaign launch for his candidacy of the councillor for Ward 14. Let's get another round of applause. No, let's hear a cheer. It's not every day that we have an opportunity to come together and celebrate our community for such an amazing individual like Koyo. So I truly am grateful, and I'm in his presence. The words just cannot describe how important and how much of a pillar Koyo is to our community. Right on. So I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for being here. All of your presence truly demonstrates your commitment to strengthening our local democracy and also your interest in Ward 14 and Hamilton as a whole, especially in times that are greatly polarizing and confusing. It's so reassuring to know that we have a community coming out to support such an amazing individual like Koyo. This tonight is more than a campaign launch. It's really about bringing together a shared vision in a ward that's about caring, saving, and also being more affordable, while also responding to the needs of our residents. It's about listening to community voices, discussing challenges, and exploring solutions that can help strengthen our neighborhood and our Hamilton. So, just a bit of context. I've known Koyo for maybe 4 or 5 years now. And really, I met him when I was in grade 8. I'm in grade 12 now, and I can say that really his impact not only on myself as an individual wanting to get into the world of advocacy and really learning to speak out as an individual and as a youth in the city, but also as an educator and as a musician. I've really seen myself start to blossom through his leadership and really just his participation and his belief in our community. And I think without him demonstrating so deeply that he believes in our community, he believes in Hamilton, and that he believes in Ward 14, I don't think I'd have the confidence to come up here and speak today. And I know I wouldn't do it for anybody else than Koyo. So I think that says a lot about really his character and the way that he does it. So Koyo Dempsey is a Ward 14 resident, a civic leader, an educator, and a community builder who has spent years towards working alongside residents and advocating for positive change. After narrowly missing the election in 2022 by only 79 votes, he has continued in engaging with residents, listening to concerns, and building relationships throughout Ward 14 and throughout this province, really. And that commitment really between election times just really speaks to his character. I haven't really seen many other candidates or really anybody in general working in between the lines of an election and really across what is deemed to be his free time. So I think that once again really speaks to his character in doing so. And really, as he often says, municipal government should be about inclusion, accountability, and service. Residents deserve leadership that listens, responds, and works collaboratively to address issues such as affordability, community safety, neighborhood services, and responsible financial management. And tonight, we'll hear from several speakers who know Koyo and have seen his commitment to this community firsthand in action. I know they can do a little bit of a better job than I did in doing so really flattered to have the chance to set the ground, but also hear all the amazing things that everybody has to say and really bring together this such a grounding night and celebrating and getting ready to really put forward the work for the next couple of months. And I know that it's going to be some hard work, but I know that Koyo has always been in it for hard work, and he does make it look easy, I've got to be honest. So now moving on, I'm very pleased to introduce our first speaker, who will be Daniel. Where are you, Daniel? How are we doing tonight, Daniel?
Doing great. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Daniel Koyo. I'm a teacher in Hamilton, and I am the proud union rep at my school. I met Koyo through advocating for education in this city. And before that, I had been following his work for quite some time. Anytime, Hamilton is facing issues, whether it's among our most vulnerable in this city, our labor force, our education workers, our seniors, I always see this guy in the paper, on the news, like standing up for every Hamiltonian, to make every Hamiltonian feel welcome in this community. My son just turned 4. I want him to grow up in a city that is inclusive, that cares for one another, that respects the dignity of all people. And I know through the last couple of years following Koyo's work and now meeting him and working with him, I see he absolutely is the perfect kind of person you want leading in this city. For the last couple of months, we see the politicians in our city point the finger at others, blame our most vulnerable, put workers down, and Koyo is always there to stand up for everyone. It's no secret and no surprise. It's no secret and no surprise that I see other union workers here, that I see seniors here, that I see people coming from all walks of life here, because this is the kind of Hamilton that I want to live in, the kind of Hamilton that I want my son to grow up in, the kind of Hamilton that I want everyone to be able to enjoy, no matter where they come from, no matter what they have. So I'm here today throwing my support behind someone that I really want to see start making a little bit more of a bigger impact in this city by sitting at the table, making decisions, because for the longest time, we haven't had that leadership in this city. We continue to blame others, and we're seeing our kind of unity in our communities falling apart, looking for a scapegoat. Koyo stands up for what's right. I really respect the work that he does. I really respect the people that come out and support him. and I'm so excited to go to work for him, and hopefully we can make a change in this city. Thank you very much. Speaking from the heart.
Thank you so much for your kind words, Daniel. Can we give another round of applause? So, moving forward, I believe our next speaker will be Kelly. Come on up, Kelly.
Hello, I am Kelly, born and raised Ward 14 resident, and I thought I had to move away to find community, so went away to school and then traveled all over, moved to Toronto because when I was younger I didn't think that Hamilton was a place that maybe held the same values that I did, and I thought I needed to go to places that I saw as maybe more progressive, and coming back to Hamilton now after so many years away, Koyo is one of the reasons that I came back into Ward 14 because I see so much hope. I think the loss in 2022 was devastating, but I think I saw a spark. 79 votes, we were so close. And to know that there's this hope in the community that I was raised in, that I truly did not think I would come back to, is such an incredible motivation for me to stay here. This park, the last time I was in this park, I was like 6 years old. And so to be back in Gilson, to be supporting someone who I just with my whole heart stand behind, I think echoing some of the things that some of the previous speakers have talked about, the most important thing is that in between elections, I think with politicians, it's a lot of lip service. They talk a lot as they're trying to get elected. And we truly see with Koyo, he is in our communities all the time. That is something that I value so much. It's hard to trust people that are running for positions of power, and being able to look to someone like Koyo is so motivational. I have recently become a teacher as my second career back in Hamilton now, and thank you. And being a teacher in the city that I was taught is really inspiring for me to see young people want to come up and be the influential change that we can. So I am so motivated to put my support behind Koyo and to be back in a community, to see everyone here that is so supportive. My heart just swells. So I'm really excited to see what Koyo can do. And yeah, we're going to win this time, so I can't wait.
Thanks so much for your beautiful words, Kelly. I think that really sums up absolutely everything that we have to say and then some. It's really beautiful to see that full circle moment really come into effect and literally physically with the space. So thank you so much for caring and sending such passionate words. Next, I have the honor of introducing Ona. Ona, with a little surprise, she's ready.
Hi everyone, I didn't know I was speaking, but I'm very happy to be here. Yeah, hi everyone. I didn't know I was speaking, but really happy to be here, as always. As some of you might know, I ran in Wards 8 and 14 for school board trustee in 2022, and I will say that one of the best parts of that experience was getting to do it alongside Koyo. I think Ward 14 is a place that needs a lot of work, but also just a really, really beautiful place to call home. I've grown up here basically my whole life since I was 2 years old. And I will say we really haven't had the representation that we've needed at the school board level, at city council. And Koyo presents a really, really beautiful alternative to everything that we've seen. I think he presents opportunities for integrity, for trust, for community building, for bringing youth in, for listening to youth, for representation for marginalized communities. So yeah, I'm really excited for this next step in this journey. and excited to see everybody continue to show up for Koyo in this community and this opportunity to build community.
And now I have a really big honor of introducing a man who needs no introductions. They kind of gave me an impossible job here, but really excited to welcome here our Ward 14 candidate for City Council, the Koyo Dante. Come on up,
First off, I want to say thank you to everyone that is here. Anytime I'm in community and folks from different walks of life and folks from different sections of the city that I get to work with come together, it just brings a certain type of happiness to my heart and soul. So I just want to say thank you to everyone. We need to start from 2022. So, as some of the speakers have mentioned already, we lost in 2022 by 79 votes. Very close. And then in this neighborhood, beautiful Gilson neighborhood, where I actually did some great work. I worked with some of the young folks that live in the survey. We had a community fridge that my family and I volunteered at with the fridge. We lost Gilson neighborhood by 10 votes. 10 votes. So, that cliche of every vote counts is true. I might be laughing, but you know, it is true. So, 4 years later, we're still facing the challenges that we were talking about in 2022. 4 years later, things have even become worse. 4 years later, neighborhoods and residents don't know what is going on in their own ward and neighborhood. They don't know which streets is going to be developed. They don't know when their parks are going to be improved. And when they want certain things in their parks, rec centers, libraries, you have to email, then they will tell you, they will get back to you, and they only get back to you during election time. And I am saying that that is not the type of municipal government that we should have in Hamilton. Right? The municipal government that we need is one that works with you. One that says, this is the plan for 4 years, and let's work together to achieve those things together. A municipal government that says, we need your input before we make decisions. One of the huge things that everybody is talking about these days is that property taxes are too high. Yes, they are high. Why? Nobody dares to answer that question these days. They just say property taxes are high. Folks are also saying if we are paying these property taxes and we are not seeing the services, then why are we paying these property taxes? In 2022, I said, Ward 14 is the only one that does not have a library. Look at all the young ones that are here. If they want to check out a book or do all the things that they need to do to supplement their education, they need to go to Terryberry Library, or they need to go to Ancaster Library, or Turner Park. What if mom and dad are busy? So, these are some of the services that we don't have answers for, but our taxes keep going up. So, A counselor, Counselor Dante, would make sure that you know exactly what is happening in your neighborhood and in your ward. One of the things that I wanted to do in 2022, which is still prevalent in 2026, is that we need to develop neighborhood councils. We have 9 neighborhoods in Ward 14. So, what are the priorities of every neighborhood? I've been door knocking since May 1st. People are saying speeding. Some are saying fix the roads. Everybody wants roads fixed. It's going to cost a lot of money. Others are saying we need libraries. We have seniors that are also saying they don't have services right here in Ward 14. So how do we address all of these things? That is why we need neighborhood councils. Neighborhood councils by residents in each neighborhood, so that we can come up with a plan and say, for the next 4 years, these are our top 3 priorities. And as a counselor, facilitate those priorities to happen. So that now residents know there's a plan for 4 years. What has been the plan for the last 4 years? Nobody knows. So, that is what I intend to do. We need more inclusive, participatory democracy from residents. And your voice needs to be heard at City Council. Not what the councilor thinks everybody is interested in, but your voice. That is what I want to do. I'll end with this, because, I don't want to talk about specifics of the platform. The platform is on my website, koyoforward14.ca. What I want to end on, the last 2 points are, we need somebody that lives in this ward to represent people that live in this ward. And it's time we do that for Ward 14 residents. So that's number 1. Number 2, when I speak about residents influencing what happens municipally, I'll give you one example. Ward 14 has many seniors, some of whom are on fixed incomes. And yet, they have to think about who's going to shovel snow on their sidewalks and their driveways, and other things. Insurance, groceries, property taxes, all of that. So, one of the things that I've been thinking about is, we have young people that are always looking for volunteer hours. We have older adults and folks that need support at home. So why don't we bring the two together to ensure that we have young volunteers that are able to support seniors that want to age in place, that want to live in their homes. And these are things that a council can be able to do. We don't need to increase property taxes or keep taxes low to do some of these things. And so that is the type of work that I am committed to. The local, right here in this neighborhood, Gilson, Westcliff, Gilbert, Garnett, Falker, every inch of Ward 14. This is what I am committed to doing. So, I am happy that all of you are here, Ward 14 residents, Ward 8 residents, Ward 7 residents, Ward 6 residents, Ward 13 residents. I can promise you there's every Hamilton resident here representing every ward. That's the type of collaboration that we need at City Council. We need to stop pointing the fingers at other people and blaming other people for the challenges that are facing our city. So we need collaboration, and that is what I am going to bring to City Hall come October 26, 2026. We are going to win this election. If you look around you, you see young people. We are going to make sure young people also, their voices are heard. Because most of the time, young ones are not included in our municipal government. So we're going to do that. Families, seniors, everyone. We want to make sure everyone is involved in their municipal government. So we will do that. And even the young ones that can't vote, we will still include them in this process. Because as Daniel said, we need to make sure we're building a culture of inclusive democracy with everyone. So that is what we're going to do, and I hope all of you are on this journey together. And come 11 p.m. on that Monday, October 26, 2026, we will be happy and will not be disappointed. Yes, yes. I promise this is my last day, and I'm leaving it to you because I want everybody to be motivated. In 2022, when the polls were closed, we were up. Everybody was feeling giddy. Everybody was like, I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen. And I think about 9, 10 o'clock, we were still up. And some people went to bed. They were like, yeah, Koyo takes the counselor. And then they woke up on Tuesday, and there was a headline, no Councillor Dante. And they were very disappointed. There was a lady that wrote in the Hamilton Spectator, and I remember this because I was like, ugh. She said, you know, I came to her door, we had a conversation, she knew that I was the right person for the job, and she just assumed that everybody would vote for me. And so she said, when she woke up and she saw that we didn't win, it crushed her soul. It crushed my soul too. And so she said, in the next 4 years, when Koyo runs, she's going to make sure that we win. So I'm hoping that every one of you come with that energy. We knock on every door. You donate money to the campaign. You volunteer. You talk to your neighbors. Talk to your neighbors of the fact that we don't want a councillor that lives in Ancaster. We want a councillor that lives in Ward 14. Yes?
Yes.
You tell them we want a councillor that is going to think locally about the things that we need right here. So, please come with that energy, and also remember, whatever other wards you're in, please be involved. Please be involved. Hamilton is at a crucial stage, and we need leaders that are going to bring action and passion and solutions to the table. We don't want passive leaders. We need active leaders that are going to make sure our city makes us proud, that young people want to stay here and work here and contribute. So this is what we're going to do. Thank you again very much. We're going to hang out. If you came and you don't know somebody, please go up to somebody that you don't know. Introduce yourself. You know, I know there are some Ward 14 residents here. I know all of you. So make sure you talk to someone that you don't know. Introduce yourself. Have a conversation. Connect. Exchange emails. Exchange numbers, so that we can build that sense of community that we want to see right here in Ward 14. So again, thank you very much, and a round of applause to everyone for showing up. Dante, Daniel, Kelly, Nina, are you going to say something? Yes, maybe? Come. Oh, and we have water and freezies right here, so please help yourself. So we're gonna give the last word to Nina, and then Dante is gonna come up and close everything for us.
I've grown up in Ward 14, and it's been definitely, there's been many points that I felt really disconnected from local politics, from my community, from whether it be during COVID, whether it be as a youth, whether it be as an adult as well. But I've never felt so connected to my community than when I was a part of the campaign 4 years ago. And I'm just so touched and so excited to see you all out here fighting and working for change. And I'm really optimistic about what change will be brought into October. Pardon me, holy moly. Thank you so much for coming out, and I'm so excited to work on the campaign with you all. Thank you.
Woo-hoo.
Well, thank you so much, Koyo, for really bringing your passion and bringing your vision to what you are going to be doing as our candidate. And quite frankly, hopefully our counselor for Ward 14. So thank you so much for that. I just really want to say too, as a youth, I really am feeling extremely empowered from your words. And I wanted to bring actually a little bit of a story, something that Koyo doesn't know that I was going to bring up. And actually, a fun fact is that he was the winner of a civic, I think it was the Civics Canada Youth Mock Vote at Sherwood Secondary School. And a pretty interesting fact. I don't even think he knows that himself. But really, in that election itself, something that we've been learning through civic engagement is that it doesn't have to be through mock elections, it doesn't have to be through classroom lessons, but we can be making real positive change on the streets. So that starts with this campaign launch, and that continues through every door knocked and every phone call that's made. Really just everything that Koyo is going to be doing throughout this campaign, that's going to demonstrate that also the young people are standing hand in hand and are coming out to support you. We felt really intrigued by your campaign and everything that you had to say during that campaign, and we know that that carries forward. So kind of just a fun fact that you are all in the midst of a Civics Canada mock election winner. So I just want to continue and thanking Daniel, Ahona, Kelly, and Nina for their inspiring remarks this evening. Most importantly, thank you to everyone who joined us tonight. Democracy works best when residents are informed, engaged, and involved in shaping their communities. As we leave here tonight, I encourage everyone to continue the conversations that have started here tonight. Ask questions, share your ideas, get involved, and stay connected. We all love each other here, don't we? As you may or may not know, the municipal election will fall on October 26, 2026. And every voice matters. Every vote matters. As we heard from Koyo earlier, it's not just a cliche, everybody. And every single conversation that we're going to be having is going to deeply matter. In doing so, I just want to say continue to stay empowered and involved. We know that we don't have to look further than any of Koyo's social medias to feel inspired. I feel like he also adds a motivational speaker to that portfolio. I don't know, I'm feeling really, really inspired in all of that. But thank you really once again, and on behalf of Koyo's campaign team and everyone who's organized this event tonight, thank you for your time, thank you for your support, and thank you for your commitment to making Ward 14 an even stronger community. Have a wonderful evening, travel safely, and thank you all for being here. English. Good night, everybody.
Yes, buddies. This is Chichicas TV. If you live in Ward 14, we need volunteer, we need helper, we need everybody to go and talk with the people live in Ward 14. This is Chichicas TV. Next time.
That's a stretch right there.